Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another very important topic of image tag, which is attributes of image tag. So mainly we are going to talk about three attributes in this session. First one is height attribute, second one is width attribute, and the third one is title attribute. All these three attributes of image tag are very important in terms of project. Why? Because there are various scenarios where we are supposed to customize the image as per the requirement of program or project. So in that scenario, how we can utilize height, width and title attribute, that we are going to discuss in this session. Okay. So before we start the session, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released session first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be very easy for you to understand the ongoing topic. But for time being, we are just going to focus on only on that part, like how we can utilize height, width and title attribute. But prior to that, we have already discussed what is image, how we can link the image with web page and many other basic HTML related topic. So that's why I'm suggesting you to refer the session in a sequential manner. Okay. And as usual, there is one question for all of you. The question is, why do we need ALT attribute in HTML? So if you have remembered this answer, then you can simply share the answer in the comment section. But in case if you don't know the answer of this question, no problem. You can refer one of our previous session, because there we have discussed this thing in detailed manner. So you can learn from there and then you can share your knowledge in the comment section. Those who will provide consistent correct answer will be spotlighted in the upcoming sessions. Okay. So yeah, I think now we are good to start with the session. So here you can see we have just noted down the basic HTML code. Okay. In this code you can see there is one title in the head section which is showing Tech Sharmit, and one heading which is HTML by Tech Sharmit. So if I show you the output of this code, it is coming like this: HTML by Tech Sharmit. Okay. Now what we will do, we will add few heading here and then we will create the images, add the images. So firstly let me put h2 here. H2 will show here we will write first thing height attribute, or we can simply write image attribute height. Okay. So this is the first thing that we are going to discuss. So to learn this thing, let's add image. So I will use img tag. Here I will write src. In src we will put the path of the file. So this is the image which I want to use. So I will go to properties. From here we will copy the path. Then simply we will go back to this and here we can paste the path, and the image name I know, so I can simply write here tiger.webp. So this is the extension of my image. Okay. Now I will put ALT, but I will not explain ALT because this is today's question. So I will simply use it, tiger in the grass. Okay, fine. Now after that, so I think we can do one thing. We can copy this part here and we will make it as 2, and in the above one we will write default image, because firstly I want to show you what is the default image and then we will apply the height attribute. So here we will write default image. Now you can save this and refresh your browser. So once you refresh your browser, you will see in case of default the image is coming like this. But when we are going to talk about the height attribute, so let's add height attribute now. So first one is the default one. Now I'll simply copy it here. Here I will apply the height attribute. So this is the height. In height I will put 400 pixels. So what it, and remember one thing, here I'm not specifying width, I'm just specifying height only. So if I save this and refresh it, it is coming like this. Why? Because we have set the height as 400. Okay. What will happen if I specify only 100? In case of 100, it will come like this. So you can see the difference. This is the default image and this is the image where we have applied the height attribute. Okay, so this is the difference. So whenever, let's say if I don't want to show this much of image and I want to increase the height, so I can simply change the value here and let's say 800 pixels, save it and refresh it. So in case of 800 pixels, you can see the height is very large as compared to default image. So in case of default, it is coming like this. In case of second scenario where we have set the height attribute, it is coming like this. I hope you got my point, like how we can set the height of the image. So for now, let's set it as 100 pixels only. Now we will talk about the third attribute, second attribute, which is width. So for that, let's put heading. We will put here 3 image attribute width. Okay, so in case of width, we will use the same image tag. I'm just going to copy it to save the time, and this time like we are going to apply width. Let's remove height for now and set the width. So we have different ways to set the width. For example, I want to set my width as 600 pixels. So I can put it like this and save it and refresh it. So once I refresh it, you can see image width has been set to, I think 600 pixels. So it is coming like 600. But if you want to increase it, you can simply write here 800 pixels, and in this case it is changed. Likewise, if I want to go to 900 pixels, I can set it as 900 pixels. So it is completely up to you, like how you want to. In case of 90, it will come like this. Okay, so this is how you can set the width of the image. Now to specify the width, we have another option, which is width in percentage. Let me show you how we can use it. So let's say if I specify it has 100%. So what it will do, basically, it will set the image height to, it will accommodate the entire width of the screen or web page for this image. Now what is the benefit of this? The benefit is this is a responsive image. Okay, how? Because in case of responsive image, if you change the browser size, it will automatically accommodate the size and acquire the 100% of the width. But in case of other images where we have not specified the 100% or we have specified the pixels, values in pixel, in that case it will not accommodate as per the size, or it is not responsive. Clear? So if you want to make image responsive, then in that case you can specify the width in percentile. Clear? But if you want to put specifically in pixels, then in that case it would not be considered as responsive. But yeah, you can set your width. Clear? So this is regarding the image attribute width. Now we will talk about another title attribute. So for that, I will write here h2 for title attribute, or we can write here image attribute title. Now you can paste this part similarly. Okay, here I'm not and you can also use the combination of height and width. Okay, don't worry, like it doesn't matter that you have to use it separately. You can use it in a combination as well, or we can, let me show you how we can use it. Okay, so let's say height is 500 pixels. So here I can write combination image attribute height and width together. Okay, so just to show you the output, it is coming like this, not this, this. Here we have specified as 500 pixel and let's change it to 200. Okay, so this is coming like this. Here we have specified, instead of percent, I think it's better to go with 400 pixels. Similarly, we will set it as 400 pixels. So it is coming like this. Okay, so here we are applying both attribute together, height and width. Now let me copy this part and we'll talk about the title attribute, which is the last attribute for this session. So here we will use the title attribute. So title attribute is mainly used to provide the title, or you can say the name of that image. Let me show you how we can use it. So here we can write here title, not like this. Okay, so here what we are supposed to do, let's say if I'm not specifying and I want to go with a by default height and width, it is up to you, like you can set the height and width also with title. Here I will write title image and save it. So now what it will do, if you take your mouse cursor on this image, it will show you the title of the image, and title is tiger image. Okay, so this is how we can utilize the title attribute, and it is not applicable to other image because there we have not specified the title. But in case of fifth image, yes, we have specified the title. So you can see whenever I take my mouse to this image, it is showing me the name of the image, which is tiger image. Clear? So this is how we can utilize all these attribute, height, width and title. I hope this session is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.